Whispers in the shadows. For years, rumors had circulated about these exclusive events. Whispers of powerful men and beautiful women, their inhibitions loosened by alcohol and something far more sinister. The stories were always the same: hedonism, excess, and a dark undercurrent that left a bitter taste in the mouth. But these were just rumors, whispered in hushed tones and quickly dismissed. Until now, when the truth began to surface. A grand illusion. The ballroom pulsed with energy, a sea of designer dresses and tailored suits. The grandeur of the room was almost overwhelming, with its opulent chandeliers casting a golden glow over the polished marble floors. Champagne flowed freely, laughter rang out, and the air crackled with a dangerous electricity. It was a night where the elite gathered, their conversations a mix of business deals and idle gossip, all masked by the clinking of crystal glasses. On the surface, it was a scene of pure glamour, a celebration of wealth and success. The guests moved with an air of confidence, their every gesture a testament to their privileged lives. The music played softly in the background, adding to the enchanting atmosphere. But beneath the veneer of sophistication, a darkness lurked. In the shadows, deals were made that would never see the light of day, and secrets were whispered that could ruin reputations. There were whispers of coercion, of young women pressured into compromising situations. The power dynamics were clear, and those without influence found themselves at the mercy of those who wielded it. The smiles felt forced, the laughter hollow. Behind every polite exchange, there was an undercurrent of tension, a sense that not everything was as perfect as it seemed. This was a gilded cage, and those trapped inside were not free. The opulence that surrounded them was both a blessing and a curse, a constant reminder of the price they paid for their place in this world. The illusion of grandeur was just that, an illusion, hiding the true cost of their luxurious lives. The price of silence. In a world where whispers carry more weight than shouts, silence is a currency, and its price is steep. Rumors of blackmail swirled through the opulent rooms like smoke, curling around the chandeliers and seeping into every corner. Whispered conversations hinted at hidden cameras, capturing every secret, every indiscretion. Compromising footage was used to ensure the silence of those who dared to speak out, a silent threat that loomed over every guest. The price of entry to this exclusive world was high, not just in wealth but in the willingness to surrender one's privacy. But the price of leaving was even higher, a cost measured in fear and the loss of one's very soul. Diddy, the puppet master of this gilded cage, pulled the strings with a deft hand, his influence pervasive and unyielding. He watched over it all, his eyes cold and calculating, missing nothing, forgetting nothing. He knew the secrets his guests held, the hidden fears and desires that drove them. And he knew how to use those secrets to his advantage, turning them into tools of manipulation, ensuring his control remained absolute. In this world, silence was not just golden, it was a weapon, wielded with precision and ruthlessness. Behind closed doors, beyond the glittering facade of the ballroom, away from prying eyes, something far more sinister was taking place. Rumors spread of secret rooms hidden deep within the mansion's bowels. It was there, behind locked doors, that Diddy's true desires were said to manifest. Dark rituals, fueled by drugs and depravity, were whispered about. The air grew thick with a palpable sense of evil, a feeling that something truly wicked was transpiring. The walls are closing in. The weight of his secrets pressed down on Diddy, threatening to crush him. The rumors, once easily dismissed, were gaining traction. The whispers were growing louder, the accusations more pointed. He knew he was in danger, that the walls of his carefully constructed empire were closing in. How long could he maintain this facade before the truth came crashing down around him? And what would that truth reveal about the man behind the music, the mogul, the icon? Echoes of Epstein. The parallels to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal were impossible to ignore. The same whispers of power and influence, the same allegations of unspeakable acts committed against the vulnerable. Was Diddy following in Epstein's footsteps, using his wealth and status to prey on the innocent? The similarities were chilling, and they painted a dark picture of the music industry and the elite circles it attracted. Deleted but not forgotten. A chill ran down the spines of those who dared to speak out. A user on social media, bold enough to expose Diddy's parties, suddenly found their account deleted, wiped clean as if they never existed. The message was clear. Silence is golden, and those who dared to break it would be silenced themselves. Fear, like a virus, spread through the online community, silencing any further dissent. A history of hush money. The term itself evokes images of clandestine meetings, shadowy figures, and whispered conversations in dark alleys. But what exactly is hush money, and how has it shaped the corridors of power throughout history? Blackmail, it seemed, was the language of the powerful. From ancient times to the modern era, those in positions of influence have often resorted to underhanded tactics to silence their critics and protect their secrets. The exchange of money for silence is a practice as old as time itself. J. Edgar Hoover, the notorious head of the FBI, had built his career on it, amassing compromising information on politicians, celebrities, and anyone else who crossed his path. Hoover's secret files were legendary, filled with details that could ruin lives and end careers. He wielded this information like a weapon, ensuring his dominance and control over the political landscape. Diddy, it seemed, was cut from the same cloth, using fear and intimidation to maintain his grip on power. In the world of entertainment, where image is everything, the stakes are incredibly high. Diddy, like many before him, understood that sometimes the best way to keep control is to ensure that certain truths never see the light of day. The rich and famous had always played by a different set of rules, but how far were they willing to go to protect their secrets? From paying off witnesses to silencing accusers, the lengths to which they would go were often extreme. In a world where reputation is everything, the cost of silence can be astronomical. But for those with deep pockets, it's a price worth paying to keep their skeletons firmly locked away. The cycle continues. The cycle of abuse, it seemed, was a never-ending loop. Powerful men, fueled by their own sense of invincibility, preyed on the vulnerable, using their wealth and influence to silence their victims. For how long would this continue? How many more lives would be ruined before justice was finally served? The questions hung in the air, heavy with the weight of countless untold stories and broken dreams. The unseen hand. The investigation was far from over. The whispers persisted, hints of a conspiracy that reached the highest levels of power. Someone or something was working behind the scenes, protecting Diddy, ensuring his secrets remained buried. But who were they? And what were they willing to do to keep the truth from coming out? The answers, it seemed, were just out of reach, hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered.